Check it out. Today, I got a Rasta pasta that is so fire, it'll make you slap your mama. Let's get it. As you can see, it's a few ingredients, but don't let that, get you disturbed. Listen, and the full ingredient list will be down in the description box below. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just cut these down into just like, some bite-sized pieces, right? Okay, so look, now I'm just gonna go ahead and just mix all of my spices and my seasonings, together, right? Just wanna go ahead and just get them mixed up. You should be able to smell the aromatic when they come right off of it. It'll let you know right now, this is the jerk. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and just season this, get some seasoning in here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just add it, get it all mixed up and flavorful, and then I'll go from there. Okay, so look, now I'm getting ready to go ahead and just add my infused olive oil. I like to use garlic. I'll put that down in the description box, and then pin it in the #1 comment. It's by Branch and Vine. Look, these are the things that just really level everything up. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is we just gonna go ahead. Look, we all seasoned up. You can see that. You can see all of the flavor. That's that jerk seasoning, right? Now we'll just add it. Okay, look, if it looks like it's more than what you saw in the very beginning, look, I'll be using this square edge, right? So what I do is when I see the bigger pieces, because when they start getting clump, you could just take them and just break them in half like that. It can pick up some of the fine on the bottom to get some of the flavor and just cook. Remember, it only needs 6 to 7 minutes. Okay, so look, I should have addressed this part earlier. You see this, like your leftover seasoning, if you guys get yourself some of them jars, as long as you can put a lid on the top, it stay airtight. I say this right here probably lasts you like at least 6 months, you know what I mean? 5 to 6 months, that's good. So I'm gonna set this to the side. I've already diced down my onions. Now I wanna go ahead and do my bell peppers, right? Because this is gonna be key. But don't forget, we left a lot of fine inside of our pot. We're gonna pick all of that up with this, right? So let me get this diced down and then we go from there. All right, so look, when I tell you it's key to like how you slice these, look, we're not gonna dice them. I'm gonna just go ahead and just, sort of do them like this. Then if they too big, I'll clean them up. But right now, I gotta admit to you guys, listen, if you ever smell jerk seasoning, you know how you can smell a little bit of that sweetness? All of that is good. I can smell it all. Then I smell these fresh, bell peppers. Oh my goodness. Okay, so look, I've already chopped this down, but I wanna show you guys because I want all my peppers to go in at the same time. Look, this right here is a habanero, right? You normally would make this probably with a Scotch bonnet, but I don't know how easy it is to find a Scotch bonnet. Everywhere it doesn't have it, especially at my little local store, but they got these. These will make for a great substitution. I'm gonna go ahead and de-seed these, and then I'm gonna go ahead and chop them down. Okay, so I want you guys to look. I went ahead and put a medium flame under here. You see all of that inside of there? That's all of our fine. That's that, infused olive oil, and picked up that jerk seasoning. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it just a little bit more. Yeah, about like that, right? And don't forget, we got shrimp. I'm gonna go ahead and get your shrimp out the way. So now I'm gonna go ahead and drop these in. But I'm gonna do something a little different with these. That's nice and hot, right? Look at the color. See how it's picking up everything off of I'm running it around the edge of it. Now these hex-clad pots and pans, listen, it's non-stick, so you really don't get the fine that you used to. But it's in there, folks. Now I'm gonna take my hand and I'm gonna do it like this. Because we did say we wanted it to be a little jerky, right? So as they start to cook, you know what I mean? I want them to stay down on the bottom so they can get some heat. When they're cooking, you can tell by the tail. And then what do they do, folks? Let me know down in the comment section below. When shrimp start to cook, what do they do? I gotta tell y'all anyway. Look, they start to curl up, right? So I just get them, right? Pick up all of that, the seasoning. And man, it smells incredible. And we don't want to overcook them, right? So this process only takes us these are some big shrimp. So I'm gonna say a little bit, maybe close to 4 minutes at the heat that I have it at right now. So I don't want these to curl all nice and tight, right? We don't want that, because listen, we're gonna put it in the rest, with the rest, right? So now I'm just gonna go ahead and get everything in here. Look at this right here. Now I'm gonna come back with my garlic infused olive oil again. Just put a little bit in there and get everything going, right? Because now we're getting ready to come with our veggies. So you've been following me, you know how I like to get down first. I always start with my onions. Okay, so look, this is 1 minute, right? Now we come with the rest of our veggies. That's up to you how much veggie you want to put in there. I chop down the whole thing. Sometimes I use a quarter. I really go for the visual. I know it's about the taste too, but I like for all my dishes to look great. You know what I mean? So I look at my color. Okay, so these are sweating down nice. I like this. All right, so I got a pot already. It's already got my oil, you know, my water boiling. Look, today I'm gonna be using linguine. You guys can use penne, whatever you like. This time I'm going for this look, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and cook these al dente style, because then we're gonna finish them up and get them nice where they're supposed to be inside of this. All right, so I like where I'm at. I'm sweated down nicely. Now it's time to go ahead. Look at this right here, look at this clove. That's a freak of nature right there. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop him in like that. Put this smile on my face. It's so big I can barely get both of these in there. You know what? Let me see. There we go. I want you guys to take a look right there. Look. Ooh, my goodness. Why does that make me so happy when I mince that way? Notice I put it on top, right? Because I don't want that to go down on the bottom and start to burn on the pot. Because once I put my garlic in there, I like to keep it moving. All right, now we start cooking this. Once that heat gets on it, you should be able to smell that garlic right off at the back. I want you guys to pay attention to this right here. Look, I'm using coconut milk. This right here gives it that, you know, that ooh-wee flavor. But you guys can use, you know, heavy whipping cream. So we only need about 1 cup. There we go, close enough. I know I was taught in school, you're supposed to bend down, look, see at the eye level and all of that. If I was baking, I'd make sure, but I'm gonna say that looked like it's about right. Right? So now, look, I want you guys to notice how I did. Coconut, chicken stock right here, right? This is gonna be my flavor. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding my coconut in here right now. It's all right. Let's go ahead and get that in there. Right? Check my flame. Make sure I'm at a medium. All right, so got my coconut. Now I'm coming with my stock. And I'm gonna bring this up to a boil. As soon as I get it up to a boil, put a little bit more heat on it. Then we're gonna cook it down and we're gonna let it try to do a sticking thing on its own. We're coming back up to a boil. When I get it right here, then I'm gonna go ahead and I'd start adding my chicken to it. And everything inside of it. All of the flavor, anything that sweat off or dripped off of my chicken, I just put it all in there. And then you don't have to worry about this. If anything need to be cooked a little further, you know what I mean, this hot right here, around it will cook your chicken all the way. And because it's more on the liquid side, it keep it nice and tender. All right, so after you let it cook down a little bit, you know what I mean, look at this. I don't know if you guys can tell, but look, you see that right there? That's what you want. Even if I bring it up on the side right here, and when it comes down, see how it sticks up, coats, and then it slides down? That's about as far as you want to go. You don't want it to get it too thick and then add your parm. So now I'm gonna start adding my parm here, and this is gonna take it the rest of the way, but we're gonna do it with the cheese, right? I know y'all thinking like, man, didn't he have some shrimp? And then where the pasta noodles at? You ain't gonna be asking me that too much longer. Okay, so look, I want you guys to pay attention to this. Normally when I make pasta, you know what I mean? I put it in the colander and I shock it to stop it. But these just came out. I like the way these are. These are just perfect. Threw one against my refrigerator and all of that work, right? Here's a pro tip for you. This right here is my pasta water. If you need to thin something out, that's what we're gonna use. And it helps my sauce and everything just adhere to it, right? Now remember, we didn't turn our fire off. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and just get it. Look at that right there. Oh my goodness. I know you guys' mouth is watering. You know what I mean? It gotta be. If it's not, something wrong. Call the doctor, tell him you need a neurosurgeon or something to take a look at, something ain't firing right. Right, so we'll just hit it like this and get this over here and get it going. And then, listen, we want it to be creamy and we want it to stick, right? You ask me, that's where this pasta water comes in. So we just add a little bit here, right? And then we just keep working it in. You see that right there? I'm gonna be quiet so y'all can hear it. And this here, folks, this is Rasta Pasta. All right, put a little parsley in here, get this mixed in, put some on the top, and then we go from there. Okay, folks, now it's the moment of truth. You know what I mean? Man, I got a bowl right here, but I really don't need a bowl. You know what I mean? I let this cool. You know, I be trying to do that in Photoshop. I mean, that photo, what is it? What am I trying to do? Make this food into a beauty pageant, you know, a superstar. But I'm gonna go ahead and just start like this. And I don't know if I said this in this video. Listen, we taste our food in stages, right? If it doesn't have enough salt, then you guys go ahead. Whoever got their bowl, let them do it. But this right here is a great base, folks. Hey, truly, this right here is fire. Now listen, there's gonna be some of you guys that ain't never had Rasta pasta, you know, before. You know what I mean? You gotta try it this way. I promise you're gonna like it. Now I gave you guys a couple of little options, right? If you don't have, you can't find, you know, coconut milk, which I think is like a real like game changer, right? Heavy cream works just fine. You know, you guys gotta remember to taste as you go. Get the profile the way you want to get it. But I gave you a great base, and to be honest with you, the way I write it down in this, where I write this down in the description box, you know, for the ingredient list, that's exactly the way it is. Every now and then I do grab some of this, you know what I mean, because we got a little left, and I'll give it a little bit of a sprinkle, you know what I mean. But with that being said, listen, talk to me down in the comment section below, and we go from there. Now, if you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, listen, it's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And with that being said, folks, I'll do it like this. I'm out. Peace.